Hello viewers, some of you would have seen this wonderful video. This video tells me something. Who God has blessed, no man can curse. And I know with time, all Nigerians would realize the same thing. I don't know whether it will be too late then. For these people, it is still early. But, let me just show you this video. We will be right back to analyze it.
We are here today to appeal to the Igbo nation that the Middle Belt people are not your enemies anymore. It's our appeal. And in this regard, we also want the Igbo worldwide to also take the Middle Belters as their friends and permanent brothers and sisters forever.
It's a privilege to be amidst you today, and I count it a great one. My name is Barrister Seth Manset. I am a proud indigenous of the Middle Belt. It's a region that Nigeria must adopt, understand, and operate as safe. We are happy to be here. I'm here to give a vote of thanks, and I want to be very brief. And in our vote of thanks, we must appreciate your hospitality. We've been here since Friday, and Chief have not relent, and ensuring that we are okay, that we are good. Unfortunately, he did not give us the map of Imo State, but we also want to apologize for one thing. My leader didn't even speak. We are sorry for discovering the agenda this late. We are sorry on behalf of our leader for understanding that we have been deceived over time. We are sorry that as youths and members of the family, we are just coming up today.
As you can see, that is the Middle Belt group. Middle Belt. As some say, okay, this is the North Central. In the Wayo Wayo map, some call them the North Central. They have the Northeast. If you look at the Nigerian map, you understand that there is so much Ojoro in that map that these people are not supposed to be Middle Belters. Can you imagine? Part of Kogi is still Kogi is Middle Belt. Benue that has Igbo people, they are all called Middle Belt. Kogi that has Yoruba people and other people from the South, relationship, everything, they are called Middle Belt. Can you imagine? Now, you've seen that they have come to their senses. They are saying they have come to appeal to Igbo that the Middle Belt are no longer their enemies. They are no more their enemies. There was a time, catch this, Inyamere, kill them. And most part of Nigeria are beginning to realize the same thing. Those days you hear, Igbos are this, Igbos are that. They say, do not associate with them. They are not interested in peace and unity. They want secession. It is beginning to dawn on you. Gone are the days of, these are Inyamere. They don't mean well for this country. Gone are those days. Meanwhile, the people, the so-called Inyamere they call us, are still the same people that goes to every part of Nigeria building houses. Some have not returned to their places for a long time. Do you know what? The only people who practiced one Nigeria are the Igbo people. But what are they getting for it? What are they getting in return? Finally, a part of Nigeria. This is not North, or they are not North, even though they are called North Central. They are Middle Belt. Finally, they have decided to stand on their own. They have decided not to limp again. They have decided to have their own voice. Finally, they have decided not to join others in clamping down on Ndi Igbo. Finally, they have realized they have been used to fight another person's wars. Finally, they have realized that Igbos are good people and the best people to relate with. Finally, they are coming into these realizations that these people you are fighting, you are not supposed to fight them. Finally, they have realized that they are being used and dumped. Finally, they have realized that these Igbos they are fighting are not their enemies. But the other people who are using them made Igbos to look like their enemies. Finally, their eyes are opening. Finally, they have realized that the people who are using them to fight Ndi Igbo, even during the Civil War, do not actually like them themselves. Finally, they have realized there is no gain fighting someone who God has blessed. And that is why you hear the saying, who God has blessed, no one can curse. Finally, they are coming to face that same pain, that same marginalization that the Igbos were facing and were complaining. Finally, they are having a feel of what Igbo have been facing. Reality has struck them. Reality. Reality for me sometimes is the best teacher. And reality and time works. There are several problems. On several occasions, I've told people, time will tell. And time comes with reality. You will face the truth. Now they have known the truth. They want to see Igbos as permanent friends, permanent brothers and sisters. They have realized Igbos are not their enemies. And finally, that thing that they are using, the dangerous ones are using to hold them, make them formidable, to crush the Igbos. Finally, they have realized that that thing is just like a shell. It is vanishing. The idea of one northern Nigeria. Finally, they are realizing it doesn't work. It is a wayo geographical expression. There is no way they are northerners. They are not northerners. These people, they are the middle belt. If you want to properly express Nigeria geographically, they are supposed to be the middle belt area. Because if you look at the map, they say north and south. The north is far bigger. The north is almost the whole of the country. They should have just called us the whole of. They should have just said the whole of the country is northern Nigeria, considering the way they put it. Finally, these people are carving their own identity. This area called Middle Belt. Now, I hope the former president, Yakubu Gowon, is aware of this move. I hope he's aware of this move. Shame on some people. Finally, Theophilus Danjuma, the one who dragged Aguiyi Ironsi, Finally, it is beginning to dawn on you. The other day I saw him, he was telling his people, arm yourself, arm yourself. They don't shine their eyes. They have become wiser. They have understood that they were used and dumped. Remember this particular area called Middle Belt. They were the main force that were used to crush Biafra. Now they are wise. They are coming for reconciliation. Because after being used, they started facing their own heat. Meanwhile, what are we going to say? You guys are welcome. If this reconciliation is from your heart, I believe the Igbos will also accept it. Yes, I believe the Igbos will forgive if this reconciliation is from your heart. But I would have advised, if I knew such meeting was happening, though this is not a very recent video, but if I knew such meeting was happening, I would have told you people to invite Yakubu Gowon and Theophilus Danjuma to escort you. You see, God kept these guys alive. There is a way God judges things. God kept these guys alive to see for themselves. They are witness of what happened to the other part of the country. These two guys, Gowon, Theophilus Danjuma, they took part during what happened. God kept them to see this day. And if they are truly sincere in coming for this particular reconciliation, my advice is that Ndi Igbo should accept it if they are truly sincere. Or what do you think? So will it down on other Nigerians. Igbos are not the people you fight. Look at their cause. Look at their cause. Igbos meant well. Even though they want secession, yes, because they are not properly treated. But Igbos meant well. Igbos do not have evil mind, as in to clamp down on any race or ethnicity. No. Of course, in any ethnicity, you have the good and bad. But those things they told you about Ndi Igbo, by yourself, you have realized that you have been used, you have been hustled, you have been manipulated to act against God's people. In this case, God's people. You've realized that Igbos are not the problem. Igbos are not the troubler. You realize that you made a very big mistake. That liberation Ndi Igbo sought for that time will not just have liberated Ndi Igbo. No. It will liberate even the Middle Belt area. The influence will be felt. By this time, you see so much impact. But you were hustled. Thank God you are coming to your senses. Thank God, finally, with some of the elders who participated in the evil war against a particular ethnicity, they have come to see for themselves. They are alive to see what is happening. Let me just leave this video here. I'm feeling emotional. Let me leave this video here. Please share widely.